Hey, what's up guys? This is Uphill Will and I am Will. Today we're at work at N1 Bikes here in Louisville, Kentucky, and we're in our new location. If you haven't seen it yet, you gotta come check it out. But more importantly than that, SRAM has a new product and it's out today. That's right, February 22nd, and this product is available to you today. And it's a brand new product, not a revamp, not a redo, it's literally a new product. And you wanna know what it is? Drop in the comments below if you think you know what it is. We'll get into that here in a minute. Let's just talk about why SRAM may have come out with something new. Well, they wanted to create a whole different category. Obviously, if you're very familiar with SRAM brakes, the code has been an incredible brake for a lot of people. A lot of people like the level. The G2s are very popular, but they now have a gravity-oriented brake. That's right, the Maven, that's what it's called, is gravity-oriented. It's focused more towards the downhill and enduro side. And we're gonna get into the specs here in just a minute, but let's talk about maybe why this exists. There are 3 key points that SRAM wants you to know. One of them, power. This thing is loaded with tons of power. And I know for a fact that it's got lots of power. I'll tell you here in a minute some of the specs that I learned, and even in comparison with the brakes that I run right now on my downhill bike. The second key point is its tunability. There's lots of tunability in this brake to give you all the adjustments that you want in many capacities, and we'll talk about that too here in a minute. And then number 3, the biggest change, the biggest difference, mineral oil. That's right. The Maven runs off of mineral oil, and we'll talk about why they did that and maybe what the future of mineral oil looks like for SRAM here in the future. But let's just get into maybe why that this exists. Downhill and gravity bike, which I ride a lot myself, I love downhill, and you always want the best brakes that you possibly can get. And right now I'm currently on the TRP DHR-Evos. Those brakes are incredible. However, these are supposed to be better. All right, so the new Maven is not a replacement for the codes. It's a whole new category. So the code has been seen, a lot of people have taken it and put it on the trail bike and even the cross-country bikes. So the Maven is entering in a new category, an even more extreme. So this is gonna be for your extreme riders, the downhill riders, enduro riders, and they say heavy extreme on e-bike riders, which is a pretty cool category and probably a good place for these brakes. All right, so let's talk about the power and why the power is so important on the new Maven brake. It's pretty incredible, honestly. So on an extreme level, they did some testing against their own brake and also against the TRPs and the Megura MT7s and probably a few other ones, but those are ones that have some specific numbers. So how powerful is this brake? Well, okay, we'll give you some factual numbers. It is 75% more powerful on an extreme level than the current code brakes. That's right, 75% more powerful than the code. Again, that's on an extreme braking level. They are 58% more powerful than the Megura MT7s and 44% more powerful than the TRPs. Again, this is on an extreme level. This would be like probably when you just an immediate pull. They did some other testing along with that, but that's the extreme level. So now let's go on to like a regular brake usage. And here it breaks down to this. The reason that they're more powerful is the tunability. And because of tunability, you can get less hand fatigue because it's gonna take less power for you to pull the lever in to get more power from the brake. Yeah, I know that sounds crazy and it's a little too technical for even me, so let's keep it simple. That means you're gonna pull your lever and it's not gonna be as hard to pull and you're gonna get less arm pump. And I know on the downhill bike, for me, I get arm pump pretty bad. That is one reason I switched over to the TRPs because anything else that I ran, including the MT7s, I got a lot of arm pump and I got a lot less with those TRP DHR-Evos. So I'm very interested to see if I can improve on that with these. That'd be a game changer. All right, enough about the power. Now let's get into the actual product itself. I know you guys have been waiting to see it, so let's just unbox it. You can take a look at it, then we'll get into the rest of the technical stuff after that, but let's take a look at it. Just get it unboxed here. So what you're looking at with the new Maven, this is the new Maven Ultimate Kit, which we'll talk about here in a second, why it's a little bit different, but this kit is a very special kit. It comes with limited edition. This colorway is limited to 2,500. That's globally, and we've got a few of them here, so you might want to hit me up if you want to get one of these because they'll be gone fast, and once they're gone, there is no more of this colorway. I'll show you the other colorways here in just a few minutes, but this is the new fancy Maven. We'll get into that a little bit more. I'll get you a little bit closer view of it here in a second, but what's cool about this Ultimate Pack is it comes with more than just the brakes. You have your typical brake kit here. You got the front and rear. Okay, what's so special about this Ultimate Kit is all the things that it comes with and the price point that it's at. stay tuned to the end and we'll get into the pricing here in a minute because you're not going to want to miss this, and you want to get one of these as fast as you can because it's such an incredible deal because of all the things it comes with. All right, so the first thing that comes in the Ultimate Kit here is not only do you get the special colorway, like I said, a limited edition, 2,500 globally, that's all that there is, but inside this little pouch that comes with this Ultimate Kit. Okay, so along with the Ultimate Kit, what you get with the brake rotors here is there are all 6-bolt. You have a 220, which is this one right here. Let's set this down without touching it. And then you have two 200 millimeter rotors. And you also get a 180. So you have lots of options to choose between the different rotors here. And that's part of that tunability that we talked about here just a minute ago. So yeah, again, repeat, the tunability. You get a 220, two 200s, and one 180 rotor with this kit. And along with the Ultimate Kit, you don't just get these 4 brake rotors that you can choose from, you also get the new adapters. 2 of the 20Ps. And those 20Ps are going to be any of your rotors that start with a 2. So you got your 200 millimeter and your 220, both of those adapters. They are new, they're a little bit stiffer. And then you also get extra pads included in the box here. You've got centered pads that come in the box. You can do organic pads with these Mavens, along with the 2 rotor adapters and the extra pads. You also get the bleed kit with this Ultimate Kit, because this bleed kit is a little bit different. Everything, since it's switching over to mineral oil, is going to have green. So this is going to represent, it's going to have green fittings on it, so it'll represent the mineral oil that you're going to use on these brakes, and we'll talk about the mineral oil here in a second. But that's what you get with this Ultimate Kit, is you get the new colorway. Again, limited edition, 2,500 globally. You get 2 rotor adapters, you get extra pads, and 4 rotors. Seriously, this kit is actually cheaper than what you'll be able to get just the brakes by themselves alone in the future. This kit's gonna retail $599. That's incredible for all the stuff that you get. So come see me here at N+1 Bikes in Louisville, Kentucky. You can give me a call, give me an email, however you want to get a hold of me, because we have some here. Like I said, I've got a few on reserve, so if you want one, you just hit me up, but you're going to want to do it fast because they're going to go quick, and once they go, they're gone. Okay, now that you've seen the product, we've talked about how powerful they are. We've talked about the adjustability. Now let's talk about the mineral oil and what the difference is. So dot fluid, it has a boiling point of 260 degrees, and the mineral oil only has a boiling point of 230. To me, that's not really that big a difference. I can't see how that can make or break us, but what does make a difference is dot fluid, it absorbs water over a period of time. So you've got to service your brakes anywhere from 6 months to 12 months, and sometimes even more than that. From my own personal experience, I've had to do it more than that based upon riding in different places. But with the mineral oil, your service time can jump up to 24 months because the mineral oil is not going to absorb water the same way that the dot fluid does. That's going to make a big difference on the serviceability, in my opinion. That's a game changer for me. Like me, I'm done with dot fluid. I'm happy to see that mineral oil is now the new thing with this. And the big question is probably going to be, is SRAM going to go this direction in the future? And there's not really a clear answer on that, but the question was asked and it was given the answer like this. SRAM is always going to be innovative and innovate towards the future and the benefit of us as riders. So to me, that tells me we may be heading that direction a whole lot more here in the future, but we have a lot of product that already exists, so who knows? Let's just give it a try and see how it works out. Okay, so now that we have covered the power, the tunability, and the mineral oil, let's talk about the different levels. So obviously I have this kit right here. This is the Expert Kit or the Ultimate Kit, however you want to say it. Like I said, it retails for $599. We've got them here in stock at N+1 Bikes in Louisville, Kentucky, but there are different options. This isn't the only one that they have. There are several different options that have that'll bring the price point lower. Okay, so now that we've talked about the power, we've talked about the tunability, and we've talked about the mineral oil. Now what's left is the product itself. Again, this Expert Kit, limited edition, 2,500 globally. You're gonna wanna get them fast. Give us a call here at N1 Bikes in Louisville, Kentucky. I'll drop the phone number in the comment section below, and I'll also put it in the description, so you're not gonna be confused on how to get a hold of me or get a hold of us, so you can get some of these, because we have these. We actually have these in stock, and you'll see more about that after today. But Once these are gone, you will then be left with the ultimate kit, which is basically these, just not the fancy colorway. They're gonna have titanium parts in nuts and bolts and bits. All that stuff is gonna be titanium, which is gonna make them a little bit lighter weight. Then the next level down is gonna be the silver. The silver is gonna have steel. You're still gonna get the same adjustability out of those, but it's gonna be a little bit heavier with the nuts and the bolts and the bits. And then that leaves us with the bronze. The bronze is going to be more of a level for the price point being lower, so it's going to be a little bit heavier. It's not going to have quite as much of the adjustability. That bronze colorway is actually going to be catered probably more specific to that customer that has the new GX transmission. The colorway matches it. I know it's called the bronze, but really the color matches that GX transmission. So it's going to be for that customer, and I'm actually that customer. I love the GX transmission. I think it's a great product. I like all the GX stuff. I know that not everybody's a big GX fan, but I am personally. I run it on a lot of my bikes, and I do have the GX transmission on my Oso. So anyway, that bronze, I don't know why it's called bronze, but it's going to match the GX transmission stuff, so it's going to be a good colorway and good fit for that bike as well. All right, so that gives you a good rundown of the Maven and what it looks like. I'm really excited that you guys get to see this, and it's something new. I love when a new product comes out. I love when I get to see it and also learn about it. So with that being said, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Come see us at our new shop. This is much bigger. We just got in here this weekend, so we are still like scurrying around all the time trying to get everything like in the perfect place, which probably will never end up happening because it's never going to be in the perfect place. We're always going to rearrange. So you should come by, check it out, see what other stuff we have, and come by and get these. If you check us out online, don't forget to mention Uphill Will. That will get you a special treat, and we'll talk about that in another video coming up soon. So until then, pedal on, people. Pedal on.